occurred to me that I didn't actually watch the videos that I said I was going to after I would complete the game. Shit, did I even do this music? I might grab this now while I'm at it. Because I actually do not recognize it. And it's a bit frustrating that I'm still covering this 6 days later after the fact. I mean, it's fine because there's the next release on the 1st, and even if I don't make it for that, there is, I think, one on the 9th or 10th. So it's not like I don't have time, but still, it would be nice to be a bit ahead of time. But yeah, I might grab that while I'm here. Didn't even occur to me that the attract mode might have a slightly different rendition of it. But it occurred to me a few times after the stream that I was like, oh shit, I didn't check out the freaking the rest of the videos. All the Incredibles related videos. Yeah, be right. I record it and now the fucking video's frozen. Jesus. As I mentioned, I don't like this fucking software because I really do not. Yeah, I'm going to apologize right now in advance when this capture card software decides to bail and it freezes them. It's like, oh, maybe in 2 hours, maybe in an hour. No, it will do it. Guaranteed. It's kind of sad, actually. It's pretty unacceptable. And it's to the point where I'm like borderline thinking of actually switching to some other software that I had. I'm actually going to leave that running just in case it didn't capture the first round. Actually, I might refresh the recording just in case. I hit record and it's like gotta wait a few seconds to actually start. It's unreal. Like, I want to give it the benefit of the doubt, but it could be processing. Try again. There we go. Alright. Yeah, it's at this point now where, yeah, I am very much considering moving to this other software that I was trying to work with. The only reason I didn't go with it was because I wanted to get a setup where I would be able to record and stream off of it, and what other software I had was basically good for streaming, and that's about it. And I thought this would be having no issues, but now that there is issues, I may have to change my approach. But something else I forgot to mention regarding this game is the inclusion of freaking Jack. He is literally modeled in this game, and he's not a playable character. I don't believe you even see Jack in the first game, so yeah, he only appears like twice, pretty much the same times that the rest of the family do. But it's still surprising to me that they modeled Jack, and if not for the last game, for this game, either way, it seems to me, based on that they wanted to do something with Jack, whether you play as Jack or you have to play as maybe Bob or Helen to basically, combat Syndrome during like the final part of the game. It's like a quick mini game of sorts. I don't know, but it's interesting to think about. Because why go through all that hassle modeling that character if you're not going to use him? You could argue, oh well, continuity from the movie cutscene to the in-game cutscene, but I don't know. I like to kind of read between the lines and see what they might have actually been planning, if they had bigger plans underneath the surface that are easily glossed over. And that sometimes is the case when it comes to game development, especially when it comes to the previous game, because for the longest time I didn't even know that you're gonna basically go in the office and do some stuff there, because I think they had the insurance boss modeled, and that really was quite the shocker. I was like, well, what the heck? Okay, they really were planning big. How could they have turned that into a level? How could they have made that interesting? Is beyond me. But if Academy of Evil is doable, then yeah, if they can turn something sort of villainous into a gimmick and make it interesting and fun. I want to say that insurance being covered as a THQ video game level couldn't be fun. Anyway, let's check this out.
T for T. Disney presents a Pixar film, The Incredibles video game. Super Shark. Super Speed. Visibility. Elasticity.
Ooh, I don't think I've seen this version of it.
These are your powers. Bombs, bullets, robots, lasers. Your enemy controls them all. The only way to survive being the Incredibles is to truly be incredible.
Oh, epic action. I've seen a very similar trailer, but I think again it's not exactly the same. But the voice sounds the same, so yeah, I think it's just like a slightly different one.
Chill out.
Yeah, I've seen this one before. See, the thing I like about old trailers when it comes to movies, and I guess games too, is that you really do get to see some like rare glimpses of different versions of either movies or games. But you know, having said that, it's I couldn't detect anything in that trailer that looked different, and it should probably come as no surprise as it is literally labeled a DVD trailer. And I guess, yeah, in that respect, if you go and watch the teaser for the movie, that's an entirely different story, where you do, in fact, see stuff that is not in the movie, being Mr. Incredible trying to put on that belt, and that is very much not in the movie. Whether it was designed specifically for the teaser trailer, you decide. What am I to say? But it is interesting to think about. I think what got me is the fact that like he was in his new outfit, wardrobe, whatever you want to call it. As opposed to his classic black and blue traditional fit. And that's actually something that the game kind of inherited. You can sometimes see his red uniform in levels where he's supposed to have, again, the blue and black one instead. So, yeah, it's interesting. I think even the posters in the teaser were also using the old... the new uniform as opposed to the old, which later got updated for the movie. It's amazing what we take for granted.
Fall, Mr. Incredible and Frozen return to non-stop action in the Disney Presents Pixar film, The Incredibles, Rise of the Underminer video game. Journey underground with the two superheroes in the next incredible saga as they team up to defeat the Underminer. The game features an all-new storyline, new playable characters, and state-of-the-art graphics. Join us as we take you behind the scenes to meet the team responsible for creating the game.
I haven't seen this in a
Disney,
minute.
Pixar, and THQ welcome you to the making of The Incredibles, Rise of the Underminer video game. Heavy Iron Studios is THQ's Los Angeles-based development studio. Heavy Iron created the original best-selling Incredibles video game and recently completed work on the Rise of the Underminer game.
In this game, you continue right at the end of the movie with Mr. Incredible and his family's there. And we start out with Frozone showing up to face the Underminer.
In The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer, you play Mr. Incredible and you play Frozone. And the great thing about it is Mr. Incredible and Frozone both have very different abilities.
Mr. Incredible's all that strength, and you gave him super moves where he could pound the ground and just knock out everything. Frozone, you can freeze guys, you can ice fly. Frozone
Yeah,
can
ice
freeze
was different back then.
Mr. Incredible can now pick up and throw right back at the guys who shot him.
I am looking forward to a playable Frozone in Rise of the Underminer. So to have him and Bob, especially together, is awesome.
And now it's not just you by yourself playing, it's you and a friend or you and a parent.
And anytime during the game, a friend can jump in and be one of those characters. And you can still switch between characters when your friend's in there. And if they drop back out of the game, your game is still just like it was never interrupted.
For The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer, the
Just
main
like a Lego game.
villain is the Underminer. He made his debut at the end of the Incredibles film. So what we decided to do was really just kind of take off from that point.
From one line, the Underminer at the end of the Incredibles, and all of a sudden there's a game which is just the Underminer. Look, it's fun.
Notice! The end of your planet has just begun!
The character, the Underminer, since he'd been underground, all he'd learned about being a supervillain was maybe from early 80s professional wrestling.
It won't be long until you are begging for mercy! Give it about an hour.
That kind of level of intensity where there were a lot of hand gestures with everything. Behold, the Underminer. I am always beneath you, but nothing is beneath me.
Eventually, you'll fight a couple of the Underminer's robotic creations,
I remember
turbo robots that the Underminer has used to create these vast underground worlds. And Mr. Incredible and Frozone are beating their way through them to finally get to the Underminer and defeat them.
We got to work a lot with Pixar, with their creativity, with their animators, with head story people, and create something totally original.
You can just expand on that feeling that you get from watching the movie, the excitement, the fun, the drama, the great characters. In a video game, you can be them, you can control them, and have fun playing them. And for everybody, they get a little something different out of it.
This game isn't just for kids. Every single person that enjoyed the movie will love this game.
That's correct.
Thank you for joining us for the making of Disney Presents a Pixar film, The Incredibles, Rise of the Underminer video game.
That's correct. That's the best way to approach it. 'Cause that's the thing, you know, when you get these like corporations that go, yeah, let's make a game for kids, and if you know teens want to play it and whoever, and they don't like it, well, it's not for them, it's for the dumb idiot little kids. You know, that's what happens. You get these suits essentially that go, yeah, no, we'll just make it for the kids. They don't know what they want, so we'll just, you know, it doesn't matter, just get it out. Who cares if we scrap the best elements? Time constraints, that's what matters. But that's interesting, they label that The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer video game. Yeah, I might have to rethink my titles. Anyway, yeah, that's that. It's pretty much all they wanted to do. As well as make the comments about Jack, because yeah, that really kind of caught me off guard when I noticed. I was like, oh shit, the heck. So yeah, all right. I'm still on two minds what I'm gonna do for this. I really don't know. I really don't know. I really don't, because like. On one hand, I've grown up with a PS2 version, so it wouldn't exactly be anything new for me. But it would be a nice trip down memory lane. I don't know. I might not even be able to play the the PC Steam version. Because that's the thing, right? All Stars Racing didn't work. Return kind of didn't work for a time. I think Curse failed. So I haven't actually tested it out. So it is entirely possible that it may give me grief in the next couple of days. But anyway, that'll get out of the way.
Let us now move on
to the main event. Hopefully. No more interruptions, no more interferences with the Elgato. Is that picking up? Yeah, it is. So, this is going to be an interesting, well, kind of interesting run. How do I say this? Simply put, I haven't actually run this, or test run this, since I last streamed the game, pretty much. It's not usually like me, because I am usually often trying to kind of return to it every so often, even if it's like a month or two, or even months, a few months down the line. It's like just to kind of keep a bit of activity going on, you know, just so I can kind of prep ahead of time for this event. And just, yeah, get a bit of practice, a bit of derust happening, a bit of derustness. But, yeah, no, that's kind of a no-go this year, so it's going to be kind of interesting jumping into the game, speedrunning style, and basically, yeah, just going in with virtually no practice for pretty much an entire year, so I'm kind of curious to see where it puts me, just based on the muscle memory, because I feel like I have played the game enough to kind of, you know ahead of time what's coming up. And I think the run is pretty, it's been pretty optimized enough to the point where it's yeah, like it's at this point where you pretty much need good RNG to essentially to get like a record pace, basically. There we go. Okay. See, this is what I was skeptical about before I started the stream, because even now I still haven't started it. Or have I? Yeah, there we go. Fuck. Where am I going? Have I been kicked out? That's fucking weird. Yeah. Okay. Bear with me. What the hell? It's not giving me... There we go, thank you. Finally. Man, that took its sweet time. Alright, at least I don't have to worry about the notif. At least that's already done. Anyway, okay, so that's done. Just make sure that's all good to continue. Ah. Okay. So, are we good to continue? I can't see. Ah, there you are. Yes, we are. Good. Good. Excellent. I'll just quickly update the credentials. So that's not saying Rise of the Underminer, and instead Rise of the Ninja. Excellent. Forgive the quick and crude thumbnail, but I don't want to spend like half an hour looking for something good whilst I'm rolling. Why is it taking forever? There you go, thank you. Okay. And excellent connection? Excellent connection, good. Excellent. But this is concerning because that's the red flags that unfortunately were kicking in when I tried to do my Twin Sanity stream on its anniversary for the second time, only for it to basically consistently be in the red. It just was not having it. It's almost like it was date specific. It was absolutely insane. But yeah, twice in a row, separate years. But yeah, just was not having that. But yeah. Okay, how's this gonna work? I see. Yeah, the only problem is I can't really see the splits now, so... Alright, that's pretty good. I think I can work with that. Okay. So as long as this doesn't have any more issues. Good. Then we'll begin. So split-wise, Roman coins, that's easy enough to remember. Squad 7 formation. Okay, so that would be the Iruka. briefing. Symbiote does the quality look a bit Filler 1. Okay, so that'd be from completing the test and going to the Hokage. Line of Waves again, going to get briefed, this time to Kakashi. Yep. Moegi Filler, that pretty much is after you complete Haku Phase 2. Exams Part 1, Kakashi. Yeah, so it's pretty. Yeah, alright. But hang on, what's Part 1 and Part 2? So, Part 1 is going there. What's Part 2? Part 2. I'm guessing it's the tournament stuff. Ebisu, when you get back from Phase 2. And Filler 3, so yeah, I'll skip it after that. And then Water Skip, and then the final filler. And then the skippable filler. But then why would I label... whatever. And then Shooting Exams, which is... Hang on, let me do the math. Because one of these has got the summoning, right? So like... oh yeah, no, it would be... Okay, so filler 5, then summoning. And then after you, when you get back, then that is the tuning exams, and then that goes to defeating Neji, Phase 2, and to go... Yeah, okay, alright. Just have to kind of briefly recap since I'm not super familiar with splits. I might quickly refresh my water before we get started, because I'm a bit dehydrated. And it is a 1.5 hour run game. Oh fuck. It's getting heavy. Getting lighter. Alright. I will have the TV up. Oh, just a little bit. I can't be asked to boot up the volume on OBS. Because then I have to like bring up the stream and all that feed. Alright. Okay. Now, as long as I can reach my keyboard with no problems, so I can actually do the splitting. And we'll begin our wheels. Oh, come on. Great, that's not freaking reach. That's alright, I'm just gonna have to awkwardly try to work with that. Okay, that's fine, I can reach that, it's just a bit meh. Okay. Let's get started. And of course, for whatever reason, doesn't do it. I mean, I'll click on it just in case. Because that's happened so many freaking times. It's actually kind of embarrassing. But, okay. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot to set that so I could send out the notif now. You know, actually being ready to send it out, but that's alright, people can fast forward after the fact. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, start. Let's go. Very mini setup, but I'm experimenting. Just yeah, we'll see how it goes. If it's too disruptive on the playback. So, I said it before, say it again. I haven't played this since a year ago to the day. So, because I haven't been able to basically give this a bit of a derust, a bit of practice, it'll be interesting, I think, to see how I fare not playing it for an entire year. Kind of just going off of the memories, the muscle memory, all of that. Because even like watching the previous runs or comparisons, glitches, all that, it has been a while. Because I think, yeah, if we're going off of that, that would take us back to March, and even then, I don't think I watched too much. I think I was kind of just skimming through them. Oh, we got all 3. That is a really good comeback. A really great way to get started. Much less being a full year. Yeah, for reals, I very rarely get all 3 of those in one. I don't even think I've ever gotten a record with those. I mean, to be fair, they are very minor time saves, but yeah, not really worth kind of keeping the run on. But still, it's cool to see all 3 together. But the things that I'm a little anxious about, a little nervous about, is just the new runs, the new strats, the new glitches that I've set up comparisons for in the last 2 years or so, because it's the stuff that I'm not really all too familiar with, muscle memory-wise. A little slower. See, this is one of the changes that I know I did make. I'm going to try to remember, which actually is faster. I believe it's triple Y. That is the fastest combo. The problem is that you're open to stuff like that. And the hitbox can be a bit cucky. And it's leaving yourself open to the AI to jump out of it, block out of it, dodge out of it, sub into a grab out of it. So it's kind of like a, oh my god, again, oh, there goes that time save. Yeah, so it is kind of a personal preference what the player wants to go for. Of course, I'm more used to what I have used all this time, so I don't want that to dismotivate anyone from going with what technically is faster. Did we get it? Yeah, we good. Yeah, I just have to kind of look around, make sure I've actually hit the frickin' spacebar, and that it's actually moved, it hasn't frozen it. That's another thing too. Yeah, shit. I should have brought up. Yeah, I should have brought up my MacBook so I could keep tabs on the output of the stream, the broadcast. Also to keep tabs on the capture card software, because I'm just going to say this now. I apologize in advance for when the capture card software decides to bail and basically pull a freeze mode. I forget if you can like hear what's going on outside of hearing stuff from the TV. But yeah, this software is just freaking shite. It is crap. I'm really not satisfied with it. I don't know why, because it seemed to be fine when I first initially got it, but yeah, I might have to switch to something else, and hopefully soon. But for right now, I have to kind of, yeah, kind of keep tabs on the stream itself. Because it's not, yeah, it's not a case of if, it's a case of when. If I'm lucky, we'll make it through with no problems, but I'd be very surprised if we don't run into any issues. But yeah, I'm going to try to do this, bring up the stream during a long cutscene or something, or load. Ah, that was crap. Oh, guess not. Sure, I can always update it on this to see if this goes up. That's right, there is kind of a strategy there. I have to try to remember. Although I say that, I don't remember if I've compared it. I think it was more of like an idea as opposed to an actual confirmed faster strat. Usually set myself up a bit better there, but oh well. So yeah, bit of a delay for that actual time. Could be worse though. Yeah, I think during those kind of screens there'd be a good place, or even like now, since I'm just running forward essentially. Ah, God. I have to do this one-handed. Okay, I'm good. I've got my MacBooks to me, so now I just need to bring up the tab. The crudeness of it all. Okay. There we go. Why is the X marks the spot still on the map? It's giving me anxiety. Did I miss something? No, I know I didn't, but still, it's sus. It kind of should have updated. Nah, I should be fine now. Okay. Okay, good. Got the stream up. Let's go. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm wrong. The quality kind of looks trash. What's up with that? Well, to be fair, RBS did kind of say, as opposed to YouTube. What I would give to be able to skip all this dialogue. Because that's the thing, right? You can skip dialogue in this game if you have the right setup and the right resources to do it. Good. I need a reminder why this is faster than taking the teleporter. Is it because of the fade out? It has to be, surely. It's just, it doesn't feel faster, that's all. I hope we get like a review version of this game one day. So I was a bit shocked to see that they actually do have lines in the prototype version that aren't used in the final. Just like for that cutscene that played. And I always thought, oh well, they just didn't have time to finish it or whatever. But the fact that it did exist in a version of the game. Interesting. Now, did I forget to... I think I'm supposed to split now-ish. Yeah, so really I should have done it then, I think. Because Philo... Yeah, squad 7 formation. Yeah, so I'm guessing Ramen and Okay, yeah, never mind. So way out. Just have to keep that in mind though. Yeah, I wasn't actually going to start the stream now. I mean, it was the plan to, but plans just kind of sort of changed, and because of which I had to stay up a little later than expected, because otherwise I would have started it a little earlier. Because of which I was like, okay, so this is basically going to take me all the way until like late 7, 8ish. Because alternatively, I could go for sleep schedule and do it when I get up. But then I'd have to worry about doing that as well as getting the weekly vids out. So just thought, yeah, you know what, get it all just all done now. Now I can rest easy. Don't have to worry about getting up late. See, that's another thing too. It'd be good to figure out some kind of method to skip this. You know, just something, anything. Bring up ramen, eat ramen, bring up the map, pause the game, load the game, skip past it type of thing. So as far as like record pace goes, as I kind of explained before, I think at this point it's really just RNG based. If you get good RNG and you work with it good, yeah, the ball might be in your court. But yeah, because of the timing of everything, yeah, that's basically why so far I'm really kind of approaching this as if it really is like a no reset run. See where that takes us. I'm just hoping for the good RNG where I don't get the extra bandit, because it's amazing how much that really does influence the rest of the speedrun, irrespective of how many bandits you skip after the fact. So it'd be nice if I could get this kind of a result for every opponent. You just figure out a trick that consistently works for them. still feel like there's stuff to be discovered here to help skip stuff. Pretty good. Bloody hell, the daylight's already coming up. Don't waste any time. Yeah, it just occurred to me that, like, Mizuki is essentially Kakashi. He's got the exact same animations. I think that's true for Iruka as well. And given the easy solution for Mizuki, typically, is to use the up Y combo, so to speak. Yeah, that might be the way to do what? Oh, Kakashi. Did that split? Yep, good. Let's go. So I could be wrong, because I haven't, like, glitch hunted for this in a minute. But I think you might be able to bypass some of these prompts. I feel like I'm probably wrong, but I know you can do it for other areas of the game. That's why I'm thinking maybe you can do it here. Because all you really need to do to get that kind of a setup is to basically pause it. And as long as you have a save in that exact spot, you can load into it. So typically, yeah, if it like auto saves, but it doesn't restrict your movement or ability to pause, then yeah, if you can do it there, load into it. Normally, in other parts of the game, you can bypass certain mission update prompts. Having said that, though, given it is a part of the game where it does literally give you unlockables, such as the double jump, something a bit more crucial and something that's a bit more worth pointing out. I think for that reason it kind of it might not get skipped if any of the others do. So even now, I'm still kind of struggling to remember if it actually is faster. Okay, that was stupid. I had to hit the freaking back button. I ended up hitting the guide. Oh, goodness. What was I saying? Yeah, I still don't, like the way I've been going, the rail might actually be faster. Okay, I hate when it does that, so this is why I like to... Camera, can you work please? Thank you. Sheesh. Bit of time loss. Yeah, I don't think the rail is faster. I think it's pretty... It's pretty similar time-wise, and I say this as I take what should be considered the faster route, and yet I completely butchered it enough that had I taken the rail route, I probably would be a little bit ahead right about now. No matter. Because that's the thing, right? There's a lot of backtracking in these early parts of the game. And because of which I can take the rail if I need to, if I wanna. So I'm just thinking, based on the AI patterns, I mean obviously he's a very jumpy fella. It's hard to say. It is hard to say for this one because I mean, you might be better off like jumping and trying to slam him down more often than not. But I'm just thinking because he kind of does back away, so is it worth going for the up Y as opposed to the triple Y? Because again, on paper, triple Y is faster. But is it faster compared to going up against the AI? Because that's the thing, you got to put up with blocks. But conversely, there are some dodges that can be implemented. Let's try this again. Not jumping at all now. But as soon as I stop. Is it actually worth it? Of course you have to be kind of close to, so there's that. It does take a fair amount of damage. And there's also that. Alright, let's see if I can get this. Nope. Try again. Yes! Let's go. That's something I'm trying to actively remember, and I seem to be forgetting a lot. But not this time, luckily. Yo, we got the stick move, let's go. Yeah, for some reason eating ramen makes the animations kind of freak out, make it go a little bit faster than normal. Pretty cool. I think it even confuses the AI, because we did actually get perfect. Oh, but that lasted a little long. Still, I think it is worth it. Yeah. Yeah, I seem to forget to do that. So I am trying to make a bit more of an active effort to use it more, to remember it more. Because I think that's the thing. I don't believe I implemented that in the world record. And as it's starting to get more and more difficult to get a PB these days, I think it's more easier to forget for that reason. Because like even now, just trying to think of runs, if I try to think back to the last year run, I can't recall if I implemented it then. See, it's times like these where it's like, okay, this is different. You can take the strategy this time because you have no choice but to. I guess the question is whether or not it's faster to go from the mansion back here and then to the rail, or just straight from the mansion to the exit. Because I think that actually is slower. Because you're not going straight to the exit. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen the comparisons. It might still be equal, but for now I will go this way. Because that's the thing, despite everything, despite the lack of derust, if there's even a chance this could somehow be like a record pace because of good RNG and stuff like that, yeah, I'll take it. So that's the thing, as I kind of said before, the fact that it's getting to the point where I'm actually forgetting to use certain strategies because they're not in the record run is kind of getting a bit frustrating. Because I think it was around that time that I found that glitch, but for some reason or another didn't perform it in the run. I don't know, maybe it was a little after, but... So it'd be really great if I could figure out what is the cause of the bandit positionings, because holy crap, would it help? Because yeah, that's the thing, if I could figure out a way how to consistently get it so we know that, I'm going to be able to set up the bandit not being there and over to the right, consistently, then that would eliminate that little obstacle. I guess so it doesn't take too long to get save states for Xenia. Talking to Sakura. Ooh, don't adjust. That was actually really crap positioning. I usually try to go in between Sakura and Sasuke, but yeah. And I didn't get the turnaround. No matter. Main thing is I skipped the dialogue. Okay. Alright, moment of truth. We're gonna get the RNG bandit. I think we might be good. If we get it, this is going to be frustrating. I was going to say, because the reason why I was going to be frustrated was because I know that I had a bit of a gap between my landing and touching the wooden barrier. And usually, typically when that happens, you do trigger the bandit because it usually is pretty much a pixel off of the wooden barrier. So if it did trigger, then that would basically mean that for whatever reason, performing the Shadow Clone barrier like almost increases your hitbox range, which would, add to the frustration. Damn, I missed that. Oh well. It's not a massive amount of dialogue. But I think it skips the mission update too, so. No matter. Okay, so he does jump. Hitbox, really? Hitbox. Okay. Yeah, it seems kind of 50-50. So I think it's pretty shocking that, like, there really aren't that many Naruto games out there that flesh out Squad 7 going on missions together in present time. They really kind of do just have the main events, and because of which focus on, like, the exams and then the eventual build up to the retrieval arc. Not to say you don't get to play as any of the members from Squad 7, but still. I appreciate that games like this really do try to give us a bit more screen time and a bit more of a build-up before you jump in to the exam. Because even this, like, if you're actually going off of how many missions they really should have done before actually taking on the exam, then really, realistically speaking, they should have taken at least 7 missions on, at least. I know it was, I don't want to say rushed, but I think it was the publisher, I think it was, or someone like that, Kishimoto was going through, basically said, yeah, no, tournaments, that's where we need to be, get rid of all this mission stuff, fleshing out the characters, we need to get tournaments, that's what's up. Which is why it might seem like the jump from the bridge arc to the tuning exams might seem a bit fast in terms of, like, Naruto and Sasuke kind of having, like, a bit of a moment. Naruto kind of saving Sasuke's life. Naruto technically should be feeling, like a bit of a cool moment for him, because he's like, wow, I defeated an enemy basically that that Sasuke couldn't. But instead, he's gone back to, like, Sasuke, you cool boy. That's what I mean. I appreciate that games like this do try to, like, fill in the gaps. I wish we got more like this. wonder where this is. I really do. Because it needs to be connected to the bridge. Because we load out of this area to get to the next area. And on top of that, it instantly loads from, you know, sailing past the bridge, basically, to, an immediate loading of that area, basically, so it has to be somewhere kind of off in the distance, maybe. Unless it's like above or below the terrain. Too early. It was a bit of a fluke, actually. Didn't time that well. Yeah, it still doesn't seem like I've gotten a good handle on getting that. And I forgot to do that as usual. Okay, so what's the pattern? I think you do it one per level. I think. So one hit it didn't do anything or whatever. 1, 2. Now. Yeah, I think that's it. You kind of want to go per level. Or per try. The count. Because yeah, I think that is consistent. But it did take a bit to figure that much out. You know, in a way, I'm kind of glad that you can't get the storing one-hit kill Naruto to the second boss of the game. Because if that glitch did work, and I would need to set it up right now, I know it would be giving me hell pretty much every run, because just when I was trying to confirm that through, like, you know, glitch hunting, it felt like the RNG was actively trying to work against me. It really did feel that way. Because the amount of times that I had to reset the area, just like quit out of it after getting a bandit instead of just an empty no enemy slot when falling down. Unbelievably frustrating. Like I said, it really did just feel like it was against me. Or like doing everything to make sure I went up against a bandit or some kind of enemy. Which again, I still think that's a bit surprising considering the fact that it's supposed to be your very first tree action sequence. and yet they're dumping bandits on you if you screw up. It's like, really? Man, that's a bit punishing compared to other areas where it won't give you a bandit if you fall off. Alright, let's see if I can get this, because this again is something I tend to forget. I think I need to kind of master that, actually like practice it, because I haven't gotten it very often, and for that reason I don't feel like I've got a good handle on what I need to do it. Alright, what about here? Ooh. Cutting it kind of close. Split after this. Yes, nice. That's pretty good. Usually phase 2 Haku is pretty brutal, considering it's your first rage, and the source material dude kind of does nothing, but yeah, no, I think triple Y is the way to go, because that's the thing, right? It does speed up your animation, and given it is the fastest attack or fastest combo, okay, what am I doing now? Konohamaru and gang. I can't remember what is the fastest way to get there. Let's go this way. Yeah, I don't know if it's faster to go here. Or nah. Where am I going? Oh my goodness. That was awkward. I don't usually go that way. I can't help but feel like that might actually be faster though, as opposed to just running around the fence. Of course, perfected and actually knowing where to go, but yeah. It's just the thing, you're kind of cutting through the fence as opposed to going around. It's a future comparison, I guess, in the making. Alright. Shame I can't kind of teleport from here. That's right, Kakashi's absent because he's part of this, so I can't upgrade yet. feels slower? A bit of slurry going on, I don't know why. Because even here the animation looks slower than normal. Okay, now we're good. Still jumping. Good. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. If the AI is kind of being a bit generous, triple Y as always. Because otherwise, you don't want to get Mizuki'd. Because that could have been over very quickly, but it wasn't. hate how many times you have to hit the bloody A button for that to work. What am I doing? A mission. Alright, this is where things start to get a little... Oh, hang on. We'll do that. Maybe not. I'm going to do something that I don't typically do. And that's, again, coming back to the fact that I haven't gotten myself into a good rhythm of doing this in my muscle memory, because, whoops. Apparently doing that, loading into the autosave there, can, I think, despawn certain obstacles. Yeah, this is supposed to be a camera here, and I totally just bypassed that, so that's great. Still gotta try to bypass this bandit. Yes, let's go. Let's actually go. I was a bit nervous there, so I'm surprised I didn't trigger. Alright, but it's not over yet. Still got one more to try to skip. Yeah, that's crazy. So I'm gonna try to get again that more so than the other one, because that strat I seem to be forgetting more so than the ramen whilst picking up the treasure. So yeah. Okay, it just hit me like last second. I was like, oh, hang on a minute, isn't there a thing you can do here to help something? And yeah, it like totally does to spawn that camera, so let's go. That was so close. But we did it. Okay. It's still not quite over because we do have to backtrack to that same location, so we're still going to skip that same bandit once more. But if we can do it, we will have skipped pretty much all the bandits. I don't want to jinx it, but so far so good. So if it stays that way. For some reason I had it in my mind that, yeah, you gotta go back because you gotta go get all these ingredients or whatever. But why do that and have to skip the bandit again when you can literally drop down here to skip him yet again, and much more safely and easily, as opposed to risking it yet again. It's bad enough that we've got to do this twice, so why do it 3 times when you can do it 2 times? But yeah, these are the minor kind of strategies that I'm trying to get myself into a pattern of remembering, basically. But okay, here we go. One more time. Come on, please. Yes, sir. Thank you. Let's go. We've skipped all the freaking bandits. Because you have that worst bandit at the start with the RNG, because that really is just up to the game, unless we can figure out patterns. Then you get that that bandit that we skipped, that respawned after we finished the Land of Waves, which we skipped. And then there was that one which we had to do twice, which we were fortunate enough to get by. Yeah, I think the trick to that is kind of like, you want to try to get like a bit of a visual cue, basically, which I've been painfully doing over the years, very slowly, but I think it's pretty much right after a bit of a funky shaped boulder. You want to build up like a bit of a sprint hop right after it, pretty much. Let's go. Not bad, not bad. We've basically got the essentials for a record pace, which is great. Not to say we haven't encountered time loss, but speak of the devil. Yeah. Do I? No, I don't do that yet. I'll do that after the third. Okay. Really? Don't think there's anything to get. Nope. It's amazing we played the game that often and yet I still don't seem to recall what is and isn't locked or unlocked in certain parts of the game. But yeah, that's pretty good though, the progression that we've got. We've got the essentials. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't usually get this these days as often anymore. So hopefully I don't butcher it from here on out, but still a whole lot of run to go. So anything could happen. Like so. See, if I could like bring up the ramen right about now, that would be so good. See, at this point in the game, I know you can actually bring up the Naruto clone, the one-hit kill Naruto clone. It's precisely because of which that I don't know. And it's precisely because of which to why, if you don't set up the Naruto clone there, you're basically leaving your hands in RNG, whether or not you are given an enemy that has or hasn't got a rage, basically. And here's the thing. Even if you don't get the non-enemy slot when you fall off the tree, you can, and probably will, I'm pretty sure it's super consistent. I haven't fully tested it to really confirm that fully, but I'm pretty sure from the tests that I did do, it pretty much did override, from memory, all of the enemy ninja. And what I mean by that is that it basically replaced what you would normally get, an enemy ninja that has a rage, and if you're lucky, a Genin ninja that doesn't have a rage. And it would replace all of that with, if you're lucky, the no slot that you get when you fall off the branch, where you would have a Naruto that has one-hit kill. And if not, pretty much all the bandits. Now, the funky thing about getting a bandit in this particular case is that bandits do not have, at least in this game, they don't have rage. So it may actually be worth setting up, irrespective if you get a bandit or a one-hit kill Naruto. So I think that might be a strategy worth setting up a comparison for, more so than the rest at the moment. Because yeah, for reals, that feels like that actually could be a worthwhile strategy. And I hope it is, because I would love to implement that strategy into a run where it actually is worth it and it is faster. Because that's the thing, this part of the game was devastating to find out that it actually is slower to set it up compared to just doing it normally. It's like, oh my goodness, after all that, and in the end it's still slower because of the setup required. So yeah, if we could find a way to somehow repurpose it, holy crap, that'd be great. It just depends how much slowness you get from falling off the branch, regaining that speed essentially from the tree action sequence. And if that time loss is going to be made up with the battle that you end up going with in the Forest of Death. And it's the type of thing that unfortunately is going to require a lot of comparisons to multiple enemies that you go up against without setting up the glitch, because you can't just compare it to one because of the fact that you get a whole bunch of enemies, a whole bunch of different enemies on different replaythroughs. Because that's the thing, right? You might get the Genin ninja, you might get the Chunin ninja, you might get the Jonin ninja. So it's very different each time, and because of which it does warrant its own comparison, having pretty much all the enemies at least once, if not more. Because you're not going to consistently get through those enemies at the exact same speed every time. So there's a lot of variables that kind of go into determining what is the faster approach. still pains me that even here it doesn't even work for Orochimaru. Because yeah, this would be the perfect setup. And I'm sure it would be worth it just based on the fact that there is like a huge amount of like health bar to get through, to trim through. Oh no, stream crash, what's going on? You good? Okay, you good. Don't do that. Especially during a freaking reaction sequence. Yep, still buffering. Ah, what's going on? Don't do this. Seems to be fun on the iMac. Oh, I say that, it literally gives me an error. Wonderful. I can't really do anything about it, so hopefully it doesn't skip out too much. Wonderful. Yeah, that's really buffering on the MacBook. Oh, come on, that still caught me. Hitbox. See, again, I didn't use the joystick, and okay, so that's sadly a bit of a downside to the triple Y. It does leave you open. Good. Yeah, I do think though the triple Y is pretty useful for enemies like Orochimaru, or basically any kind of boss that has like a big health bar, so yeah. Okay, no problems now? I think we're good. Kind of close. I get the feeling I'm going to hit that gold coin one of these days, and that's going to be a fun little time lost to deal with. Skadoosh. Look at those reflections. That is glorious. I don't, like, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't recall this amount of detail going on with the storm map. Just friendly reminder, we don't even get this arena after you complete the game. So it's not like a case of, oh, it's locked and you unlock it when you complete this part of the game. It's part of the story. Yeah, no, it is flat out locked. Your only way of accessing it is through the tournament mode, but even then, after completing that, you can't go to single player or two player and access the map. So something that luckily was rectified in Broken Bond, but still, yeah, we had to get to a sequel to access it. Okay, I think that's a no-go for the triple Y on Kiva. guess that's the thing. He is a fast kind of opponent. That was stupid. Didn't even give me a chance to freaking clone. That was a little too close for my comfort. Yeah, needless to say, Keeper's not my favourite boss in the game. To be fair, I am kind of experimenting with the triple wide to see if that's going to work or not. Almost had him. Jesus. Probably could have avoided it. Alright, let's not forget to talk to the Kakashi for this. Because I think I screwed this up the last time too. Yeah, don't want to be too click happy with the skipping. There we go. Did I do it? Yes I did. And I had to look away as I was sprinting, hopping. Okay. Is this even the right way? This isn't the right way. You imbecile! God damn it. Okay, I butchered that. Routing. You what, mate? You had one job. Wonder if it'd be faster to like set up some kind of like a quick, I don't know, mini social quest type of thing and then finish it to get like your portal to skip a certain part of traveling through the village just to make it a little faster. Not so much for here, but you know, anywhere where there's like a big amount of traveling around the village. So where does this take us? This takes us to... Okay, so into water walking. Okay, got it. See, this is another area where I really badly want to try to find something that's gonna skip this, because you know that's the thing. It's like it's a pretty big race, and all the other methods of trying. But see, like, how the hell did I make it this time? That is such BS. Oh, careful, don't want it to crash. know, maybe I wasn't going fast enough with the tapping or whatever. Pretty sure it was the other sound.
There we go.
Yeah, everything I've tried to reduce the speed for that, to make it faster to get through. Just, yeah, nothing works. It's shit. See, now would have been a good time to bring up the... well, I say that, I haven't done it before, bring up the ramen. It's not like it skips this little cutscene. So is there any tricks that I'm forgetting before I set this up? None I can think of. It's not like you can jump over these guys. Oh, actually no, I'm not saying you can. But apparently I didn't do it right. Whoa! You! Oh! Oh! Oh god. What the fuck did I do? Oh god. Son of a bitch. Okay, that's a dead thing. Okay, never fucking do that again unless you want a dead run. Holy crap. Oh, that sucks, because that was record pace. Oh, that sucks. It's not a dead run, but that's probably dead record pace. Ah, that sucks. Fuck. Oh, man. Of all the things to lose it to, because the frustrating and pricky thing is I have gotten that before. But, that's really frustrating. Yeah, that is really frustrating. Man, there's something really weird about that battle, because the fact that I can move after it as well with the mission update, there is something really weird about that. Yeah, the going around that battle, causing whatever that was to happen, that is really frustrating. Yeah, I don't know why that seems to be a different battle compared to the rest, but it is. Oh, that's, yeah, okay, whatever, moving on. Did I split it right? I split it right, let's go. Man, I have one enemy. Yeah, like, in all fairness, I have not pulled that off for a very long time. I think at least 5 years. That's on me. Yeah, that's, okay. That's what happens, unfortunately, when you start to like try to think of like, ooh, what can I do to make this maybe go faster? Because, let me explain what I was trying to do. I was trying to basically unload the village by going behind the bandit, because basically by doing that, just going to that one extra spot of the terrain, or at least around there, you basically, yeah, you unload the village. And by doing that, by nature, does mean it's going to make the performance a little bit better. And that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get a fast performance in the battle, because it's notorious for always being slow for that one battle in the run in the story. So that's all I was trying to do. I was trying to unload the village, but by doing that, it didn't like it enough to basically soft lock the damn thing. For whatever reason. I don't know if that was a one-off. I'm guessing it probably wasn't, based on the fact I have done that before. So, yeah, that's unfortunate that I forgot that that can happen, but this is kind of what happens there. Still, I feel like I would have encountered that even after derusting. Because again, I haven't gotten that in a while. So where does this take us? Okay, so we complete this mission, and then we split, then the last one in summoning. I guess that's the thing too. It was bound to happen sooner or later. It was going to eventually catch up with me in a run. Because, yeah, I don't think I've tried pulling that off before. Whoops, not in a run. Can't get over how stupidly large those hitboxes are. Oh, heart skipped a beat there. So I've accidentally triggered that bandit in the last couple of months or so. And to be fair, it was going the other direction, but still. Didn't like the way that jump worked. It was like, what am I doing? Still jumpy. I don't seem to get the reverse rail anymore these days for some reason. I don't know why that is. There's got to be some kind of consistency or something to it. Whoa! Gotta be careful there, as there is an enemy ninja or so around there. slows down a bit of that. That's pretty good. I like that. Can't jump on it. Alright. So filler, and then this. Or is it? I don't know. I can't remember. I think it's the next. Yeah, no, it is the next one. It is the next one. Okay. So we'll update it when we report it, since that really is the completion of it. Okay. That still stings about that enemy. That just, that was cold. Because it looked like it freaking loaded too. That's the annoying thing. Alright, let's see if we get the clone thingy. That'd be some kind of makeup for the enemy-ness. Oh wait, what? Oh yeah, duh. Good. Let's see, get to the third. Yeah, there's a lot of backtracking. Okay. I don't even want to look at the time. I mean, I don't think I really can, which is probably a good thing. So it usually puts the pressure on me. So that's the thing, I don't know if this is salvageable or not. It may be, it may not be. We'll see. YX. AX. Fuck. Yes. Fuck. Yes. Yes, let's go. Yes! I haven't been getting that too often these days. Okay. the split. I almost thought I was going to screw up that last input in the summoning. I still don't get how this teleportation works, because if you pause the game and look at the autosave image, it tells you that it autosaved at Naruto's house, and yet we're here randomly. So, and it consistently happens this way too. So I really genuinely have no idea why he decides to warp now of all times in the game. It's so bizarre to me. Alright, I'm gonna boost my training a wee little bit. Where is it? Not that one. That one, thank you. Only because I want to reduce rage in these next full battles if I can help it. Such a cool map. Surprisingly detailed, much more than I thought. Because it does have interior design going on. Which, yeah, very unexpected. Very accurate to the anime as well. Really? Shit. Whoa! Bye-bye, Reki. I should have raged. Because it would have been a safe, safe spot to get him. Ciao. So even after getting that combo, it didn't really help. Not for that one, anyway. Kind of doing something a little unordinary, but I think that kind of helped trim down the health a bit more this time around. Ha! That's what I was trying to do. Gotcha. Care? No. What am I doing? I'm like hitting these commands and it's not doing it. I must be letting go of the joystick too soon or something. Okay. That's the tuning exam done. I feel like I probably should split that after I actually get out of the exam, kind of like what we did for the first phase, but whatever. It's not like it's been consistent to this point. See, this is another instance where it's like, man, this would have been absolutely perfect to have a Naruto one-hit kill thing. But again, it doesn't work. Curiously though, and of course, it does actually work for Neji. But again, of course, the one time it does work, it will work, is the only time in the story for a boss where we don't need to interact with a reaction sequence to get to the boss. So it's like, yeah, that'd be right. This is the solution, I'm telling you right now. Just let him come to you. He'll do it. And just move out of the way. Because even if he's faster than you, you've dodged. That's the most important thing. Yeah, actually, that might be the way to do it. Oh. After all that. That was pretty freaking fast for phase 1. I think that is the way to do it. Come on, can we do it again? Come on, miss the rage. Yes, let's go. That's what I like to see. At least we got one in out of the 4 battles. Still haven't looked at the time. But yeah, okay. I'm not counting on it being record territory. There's been one too many stuff ups. The KO was the big red flag, irrespective of how good your run is. You really badly don't want a KO for a record run. It's not really a good look. Because even if it is like a record, it's like, okay, AI can be tricky, it's true, but ideally you'd want to have a record without it. So I actually don't know if getting hit prolongs the ending. It makes sense that it would prolong it, but I actually don't know how much it does, if it does at all. Why? D. X. Get ready on time. Time. What's that say? 143.15. Oh my god. I don't think that's record, but fucking hell, that was definitely record territory. I think it was on the minute, which I haven't gotten in a very long time. Well, I say a very long time, it's been 3 years to the day, but still. 3 years for some reason feels like a while. Alright, I'm gonna skip this before copyright claims this shit. I gotta remind myself to do that more often, because, yeah, I really badly needed to go in and fix up a whole bunch of stuff. Previous streams, basically. Okay. But yeah, that is the game. Yeah, that was a trip. That really hurts at the same time. I think that was world record. I actually think that was world record if I didn't get that fucking bandit softball. Because that was a really seriously clean run. Definitely mistakes, for sure. Room for improvement, for sure. But in the grand scheme of things, that was a really freaking great run. Right from the word go, pretty much. Yeah, Mizuki was kind of being a dick, but meh. It's very minor time loss compared to the freaking soft lock. But, you know, at the same time, I'm kind of glad in that respect that it wasn't a record, because if it was, I'd have to put up with, you know, logging out, logging back in. I don't like dealing with that. And calling something like that the record. It just doesn't look professional, and it doesn't yeah, it just doesn't look like a record. It doesn't look like it's the fastest you can get, because you want to look like, okay, you really have optimized it, you haven't soft locked it, you haven't crashed it, you haven't hasn't booted you out or anything, which sadly can happen. So yeah. Oh, what am I saying? What? No, I totally got 142 last year. What the fuck? Really? That's weird. I don't remember getting that. Oh, that's why apparently I did 2 runs. Oh, okay, I see. Well, based on that then, considering this was my first run, because my first run last year was 145.36. Then my second run that day last year was 142.51. Oh, never mind, I was slower. I was 143. Never mind, I was way off. Okay, no, I thought I was on the minute. Okay, well that makes me feel even more better then. Okay. Yeah, if I was in the 42s, I'd be, yeah, you know. But yeah, okay, so... Oh shit, that's... Fuck, the time's more down than I thought. It wasn't near... Okay, it's not 43, it's not 42, it's fucking 41. Borderline sub 41. Because it's basically 0-0. Shit! Well, I don't know how big of a time difference it would have been without that stupid soft lock where I had to log out. Because I think with all the loading I had to do, unloading, reloading. Because when we got 143. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it would have been record even with that stuff up, to be honest. It would have been very close though. I think it would have... The mistakes that I did make here were very costly, unfortunately. Like that stupid fucking thing with the routing coming back from the first phase of the tuning exam. That was whack. Because, you know, you want to get up there to get the rail to make the running faster, basically. But I not only butchered it, but when I tried to get up with the concentration, it didn't freaking let me for whatever reason. So, yeah, whack indeed. But, yeah, no, okay, so record is 141. And I thought I was looking at the in-game time, but yeah, no, that's 153, so sweet. Okay. Yeah, I was way off. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Been doing this once a year. To the day, pretty much. Low-key, I'm kind of tempted to come back this time tomorrow. But I've got enough on my plate. Because we're literally going to go on with Escape tomorrow, so... Actually, no, what am I saying? No, that's not right. No, we're going with Escape on the 6th. No, we're going with Tag Team Racing next, and that's on the 3rd and the 4th. So I could come back tomorrow if I wanted to, but I probably won't. I am tempted to. I feel like the 15th anniversary is kind of a little bit outdated, as I kind of stated a couple times throughout the run. It kind of is bugging me, the fact that I'm not using strategies that I should have been using then, or found around that point in time. And it's even kind of, reception-wise, it didn't really turn out the way I was hoping. So I kind of want to update it for that reason too. Because I'm always trying to see like the analytics and see what gets views basically. For these games especially, because it does seem to be like a rarity, and understandably so, because it's so underplayed or outdated next gen wise, and not doing themselves any favors by not greenlighting a Steam port or whatever. I mean, thank goodness for emulation though, right? But you know what, even then, I haven't had a single person, since the start of this server and SRC, I haven't had a single person approach me and go, hey man, could we get some kind of like Xenia compatibility or something where we can submit runs to SRC through Xenia? Absolutely no one. That's a shame. That really is a shame. But, there we go. 13541. So, yeah, happy 18th, President Ninja. He's hoping for more replayability in the near future, hopefully. Maybe some competition on SLC. I think more than anything though, like a Steam port, that would definitely get some activity going on. Yeah, hopefully sooner rather than later. But yeah, 18 years, unbelievable. Because I know it was like 3 years ago from the 15th, but still. I can't believe I got 141. I don't remember that for some reason. I thought it was like 42 or 43. Perhaps I should be reviewing that run more often. But that's the thing, I know I don't do things in that run. That's what I was kind of thinking, potentially, this could have been. Because I did actually do everything right, and that's what's so unfortunate about it, because I very rarely get everything right. Because right from the word go, the first mission where you got to sneak into the mansion, I got all 3 little minor speed improvements implemented. I managed to not cling to the first obstacle and kind of just skip past it. I didn't need to jump over it to make me lose speed. The obstacle where you can like jump and bypass, again, gripping to it, got that. And then the final one, again, you bypass gripping once more. I got all 3, so they're pretty much all gripping related. And it's hard to get all 3 in a single run. But I got it. And literally on the derust attempt, basically. No reset run. All the bandits, we literally avoided every single freaking bandit. That is very rare. And I didn't accidentally trigger some other unnecessary bandit. So, by all accounts of like RNG and stuff like that, we got pretty freaking close to gold. I think the only thing that could have improved it a little more is if we got the Genin Ninja when we arrived in the Forest of Death instead of, what was it, Chunin Ninja or whatever. Because otherwise that was a pretty freaking solid RNG. And all the positives to hit. Yeah, because we didn't get the RNG bandit for that one fill. Because that pretty much always trips me up, and it's always frustrating every time. Because it means like 30 minutes of reset if you want to go back and try to get it without it. Yeah, just the KO definitely didn't help. That was really tricky. Kind of made up a little bit of time with Gara, but yeah, Neji was pretty annoying. Kiba was pretty annoying. I didn't get KO, but Bolin was there. It was really frustrating. Yeah, really frustrating for Neji more than anything, because that was. I considered going into rage, and I was like, what the heck, I'm kind of losing it. I should probably rage to be safe. I thought, no, I'll try to work around it. Should have raged. Just would have made things a little bit easier. I mean, to be fair, it wouldn't have made much of a big difference. Because, I mean, really, at best, what, 143.30, maybe? Because I think it would have been within that minute, so, yeah. Oh shit, I even did the tournament percent, did I? Oh no, that's the split shit, dummy. Okay. So, okay, that's... by that logic, I actually did worse than 2023's run. Oh well. At least I did better than the first run of last year's, I'll take that. So what was this? This was 42.59? 43.59. I keep thinking 42. Okay, 43.59. Is that our first 43? Ooh, actually, low key. Because I remember saying a couple times that, oh yeah, I haven't gotten that minute in a minute. If at all. Yeah, actually. Oh no, here we go. Okay, so I got 143 in 2021. Poet. Very poetic. Got 144, 2022. 141 in 2022. Let me see. Actually did faster than the first attempt in 2022. That's interesting. And then 142, 2023, 145, 142. Okay, so yeah, no, I do have them all. Because we got 145, I think. Or did we? Maybe not. Actually, okay, here we go. 148, 145. Wow. Yeah, I haven't gotten a 145 since 2018. That's a long while. That's the thing, you kind of need to be a little shit to get there. No. But I do think the new strategies really have contributed a lot to that, to not going back to that time. And that's what I mean, it's really worth setting up these comparisons so you really do know what is the best of the best. 148, 144, 44, 43, 43, 43, 44. Yeah, so that's it. We've got 5, 4, 3. Have we got a 42, right? Yeah, 42. So it broke the cycle 2 years ago. Okay. Yeah, I think that was, what was it? 42. If not 3. But alright, there we go. So, one last time, 143.59. Yep. All righty then. Goody. Okay, alright, that's it. Dash the game. Okay, so, for the Ubisoft Ultra Naruto fans, I will be returning with Broken Bond for the 18th. I'm going to start to make that a bit of a conscious effort to come back and keep running, because I thought that would have taken off by now and it hasn't. So just like this game, I'll be here for as long as I'm needed. But that's the thing, you know, like the more time that goes on, eventually when I do end up returning to the game, I end up going, oh, hang on a minute, was this a strategy? No, I don't think it was. Then I tend to forget things, and it's a really horrible feeling when it happens, especially if you don't have anybody to correct you and you realize only through watching, like seriously, like old, many years ago streams. So it's just a horrible feeling where you just get that sudden realization of, oh my goodness, I did a freaking thing then, and I don't remember it now. And I've not been using that for many runs since that day. Holy crap. It's a very, nasty feeling. But, to make sure that doesn't happen again, I'm going to try to stick to a yearly schedule, kind of like what I've been doing with this. Because at least that's not too far away and not too often for me to lose my sanity. But, what was I gonna go on with? I think I would have gone on with, I think it was Genin, because I think tuning was the main focus the last time. Well, if not, then the other way around. Either way, I was gonna go on with the other one, but I ended up doing 2 streams. 2 speedruns. The previous year, which was a bit unexpected, but I just thought, you know what, that year in particular, it was quite a special year for me in regards to these games. It was the 10th anniversary as far as me covering like the ultimate glitches of Rise of Ninja and Broken Bond. So, in that light, it felt right to go for it and really just make a dent in the submissions, especially since I really hadn't done much of anything since the 15th. But more than that, I had compared a lot of strategies for Broken Bond for like the first time in like ever. And I thought, you know what, I've been comparing so much and compiling a pretty good list of strategies of like what's ultimately going to make a faster progression in the game's story. Why rest on it and, just do a single run, Go for both. I think someone contacting me kind of put that into gear as well, because it was the week, if not the day before the run, where I got this notification. Someone messaged me and they were like, "Oh, hey, I noticed this run isn't up. Is that going to be back up?" And I remember that just really pissed me off because, it was like it only went down, I think, for less than a year, and just out of the blue, someone joined the server literally the day they contacted me, and it wasn't even a case of, hey, I've been here a while, what's up, and I'm trying to keep tabs on the speedrunning community. It just felt like, hey, this is missing, and that just kind of, I don't know why, it kind of just got to me. I was like, man, I was going to update that next year, but there it is, boom. As a, hey, this is missing. So I thought, fuck it, I'll go for both runs. We'll do it live! That way, I kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I get what I originally was going to go for out the way, and I also update, I think it was, the tune-in run, so that way it is fixed. It's not detached from SLC, because I can't remember how or why it ended up that way, but it did. Yeah. But because I ended up going for 2, that basically freed me up for this year to basically now go for German. So yes, we will be going on with German. And like this, I won't be doing a D-rush, and I think for the better, because it won't be, as far as getting a fast time goes, it will be in the hopes that I don't get a faster time than Chunin and Genin. More so Chunin, because I kind of wanted to stick to like Jonan's slowest, Chunin mid, and Genin the fastest. I don't know, maybe that's the OCD in me, but it just looks weird when I see Jonin or Chunin faster than Genin, or Jonin faster than Chunin. So because that just kind of sticks out to me, that it's like, oh, okay, well that's obviously a more recent run, and because of which there's more fresh strats there as opposed to the others, and it just bugs me. So yeah, we'll see how we go time-wise, but yeah, that will be on the 18th. But till then, yeah, like I said, we're going with tag team racing. Yeah, 3rd and the 4th, and then Escape on the 6th. Depending on how we're going, I may come back and do multiple streams for any of the other games that I'm going to go on with. Before I wrap up, I won't show it because I want to save it for the Broken Ball stream, but I did manage to replicate my ultimate glitch Broken Bond thing that I had been starting to get a bit bothered by, that I couldn't recreate it and replicate it. Because, yeah, my 10-plus-year-old video basically showed this mansion glitch where you're in the village, you can't leave the village, you can't enter the apartment, you can't enter the Nakano Shrine, you can't interact with shops, and yeah, you can't interact with the mansion at all, so it's because it's gone. It's a very interesting version of the village, and for the longest time I was trying to figure out how I got that, because I didn't actually show in the video how I did it. I just showed the results of getting that result. It wasn't so much, I say getting the result like I do show it, but no, it really was like the aftermath of it. Because there is a process to setting it up, and over the years I guess I had started to like forget that, because even if I think back to when I initially recorded it on the iPad, I don't actually recall knowing how to do it when I was filming it, because I feel like I would have explained it then. Because you know, it's easy to misunderstand and think, okay, well I found the glitch when I filmed it, but evidently no, I actually was on the Chunin exam stadium and had that Hokage issue glitch going back at least a couple years ago from prior to that recording. So if it wasn't 2012, then maybe even 2011. Yeah, and it was a long time in the making to, you know, get the confidence to commentate a video and talk about it. But that's why it's pretty much one of my first videos. But yeah, no, I managed to replicate it recently, so that's really exciting. More so for peace of mind for me, just going, okay, I know how to do it. I can make an updated video whenever I'm ready to basically, you know, actually show the how-tos of how to set up that glitch in particular. So I will show that off if I don't forget, if I'm not stupid, on the Broken Blonde stream. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, really glad that's over and done with, but yeah. Anyway, without prolonging it any more than it already has, I will wrap it up here. So yeah, like I said, tag team racing on the 3rd and the 4th, Escape on the 6th. Or 6, I might go on with the 10th over the 14th, because I want to try going for a different date for something that seems to be a bit more accurate, but we'll see how we go. And then of course Broken Bond on the 18th, which may or may not wrap up the streams. I initially thought it did, but there may be something else I can't think of now, but there was something that crossed my mind going back a couple of weeks where I was like, oh yeah, there is that other thing that I could have. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what it is, but if I remember, I'll write it down in notes and we'll see how we go. But till the 3rd, till next time. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And yeah, till next time, stay safe, have a good one, and I'll see you all next time, guys.